You tell a man Blue Horseshoe loves
CGC Comics. So news today is that Blackstone announces that their tactical opportunities business or whatever has announced a majority stake takeover of CGC, or whatever you want to call it. They own CGC now. Okay, and they're looking at this as a business. Okay, this is what they do. They're hedge funds. They do all types of things. They invest in things in the market. They look at different things to figure out if it's worth investing in different companies to make money.
Now, I have spent the last 2 months analyzing what all these guys do, and I still can't figure it out.
Now, it's said that the CEO and all that, they'll still have a minority stake in the company, but overall, Blackstone owns the majority stake.
It's all about bucks, kid. The rest is conversation. Hey, buddy, you're still going to be president, all right? And when the time comes, you're going to parachute out a rich man.
It reminds me of when Beckett Grading bought CBCS. The difference here is that Beckett was a collectible leader. Okay? So that purchase was a smart move by them to get into the comic book industry and own a grading company. This, to me, feels like an investment opportunity. This could be danger.
But why do you need to wreck this company?
Because it's wreckable, all right? I took another look at it and I changed my mind.
Like, I mean, this could be a good thing too. But you have to look at it this way. They're going to do whatever they can to make more money out of CGC now that they basically own them. Okay? They're in it for money. Period. Now, it says here, Blackstone will seek to accelerate CGC's growth, enabling the company to invest significantly in its current and planned services and training new employees, expanding its geographic and product reach, acquiring new technologies, and developing its digital presence. Blackstone is one of the world's leading investment firms with nearly $650 billion in assets under management and a strong track record of creating value and positive impact for the companies it acquires and the communities that they serve.
Illusion has become real, and the more real it becomes, the more desperate they want it. Capitalism at its finest.
Now, they had to look at the CGC organization and say, how can we improve this? Now, what I don't understand is how are they going to help train new employees? They don't know about grading comics. Okay, this is this is, for my mind, this is what it is. COVID, right? The collectible market has changed because everyone's at home spending their money online, buying collectibles. There is a slowdown, guys. I don't know if you see it coming. People they're going out of the house now. There are still record sales, but things are slowly changing, or at least halting. So I'm sure that this company, Blackstone, factored that in, and they're looking long term, or
I took another look at it and I changed my mind.
C.C. Melvin, the principal of Blackstone, says, as thematic investors, these look, you guys, these are they want money. Okay, we look for exceptional entrepreneurial teams succeeding in growth markets, and CGC is a great example. We have been closely following the rise of the global physical and digital collectible industry for several years, and we're drawn to CGC because of their leadership role in the categories that they serve, and Blackstone's ability to grow the platform through both organic and inorganic initiatives. We look forward to working together to help the company continue and even accelerate its impressive growth trajectory. So they may have been looking at the last couple of years, but again, this industry is different, right? This last couple of years. Think about when I started YouTube 3 years ago. I think almost to the day. It's almost 3 years. I was bringing information to you guys how to save money in a market that was starting to grow because things were getting hot, like first appearances, new stuff. It was more about new spec and, the heat. And then, of course, it's going to turn back to the old keys and all that stuff. And the market's going crazy because of COVID. So I think that's my personal opinion. COVID is the reasoning for the market being so insane in the collectibles. But do they know that? I mean, I know they're a big company, but how many people in Blackstone are actually comic book collectors or card collectors or whatever? I don't think they're looking at it that way. They're looking at it as a money situation. That's my personal view. Now, I think this could be good. I mean, of course, good for CGC, but I mean, basically, the original owners are taking a back seat in a minority role now. They're not going to be making the decisions anymore. Blackstone is. And Blackstone's going to do what they need to do to make money for their shareholders, right? So, whether that's firing people, cutting costs, cutting wages, tweaking things, taking shortcuts, anything to make a buck is how companies that, this is a giant company, they look at it. And if they can't make a buck, they're going to cut their ties. So who knows what's going to happen? I think it's pretty exciting. And I guess I'm happy for them. But I think it's interesting, though. Like, look, CGC recently said they're going to be hiring a bunch of people. They're expanding. They're growing. They're so huge. Here's what I don't understand. And if they're doing so well, why would they give up such a huge interest in their company? Of course, I'm sure there's a lot of money there offered to them, but why would they do that? I just don't know how the other Blackstone team's going to come in and help train people to grade comics, I could see so many things happening there, like worse plastic. I'm not trying to knock this, but think about every way you could cut costs, because that's how a big business like this they're in it to make money. So how is that going to hurt our product? Bottom line, I don't know. Blackstone's a giant organization, but the tactical opportunities, in the name, tactical opportunities, is the one they're investing in, CGC. So is Blackstone's opportunistic investment platform. The TAC-Op team invests globally across asset classes, industries, and geographies, seeking to identify and execute on attractive, differentiated investment opportunities. Okay. There is a difference here in the purchase of CGC by Blackstone and the purchase of CBCS by Beckett. Right? Think about it. Regardless, it has happened. We will see what happens. I wanted to let you know. And, don't forget.
I am not a destroyer of companies. I am a liberator of them.
The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that greed, for lack of a better word, is good.